Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The issue concerning the new model of health provision in this country requires a consortium of all of us to deal with. It doesn't require even people to take podiums on one side and say that this is succeeding, while another team sits on the other side to say it's succeeding, because that will not help us. Another thing I want to say about this is that it doesn't even require statistics, quick statistics of we have treated several number of people, we have done this dialysis. I'm seated very close to the chairman, and he gave a number of such statistics, but even the leader of majority went ahead to give a lot of statistics. I was in a meeting over the weekend where the Minister for Health was called upon to speak on this. Honorable Speaker, she went straight into statistics the way I've seen this happen here, and she lost it. But later on, another speaker came, took her time or his time and spoke about slowly. I was with the Honorable Maungu, and the second speaker really scored. So I really want to remove the first thing amongst members of parliament. There are those who are supporting, those who are not supporting, those who know, those who don't know. We don't know this thing properly. And we need to know it. If we don't know it properly, the local man will not know this thing. And therefore, because I know I have 3 minutes only, the first advisor is to go with Millie. Let's have a Kamkunji. But I had another one, that we need to invite the Minister of Health in this particular assembly so that he may explain to us what is happening outside there. Because unless the explanation comes out, it will be difficult. Honorable Speaker, the other challenge is the ownership of the whole setup. The Kenyans are not willing to own up this particular new model of funding. And the ownership can only be developed if, as the members of parliament will go outside there and explain. And also involve other parties. The chair here talked about is having people within this, and I've asked him informally here, that there are people around who can actually do the mean testing and actually register people. I'm telling you, Honorable Chair, that there are no people registering people in this scheme where I come from. And I have decided, since Sunday, I decided that I'm going to help. So for me, I'm going to go out flat to register all my constituents. But we have to involve other players. Let's not say that we have enough staff. Those CHPs, if they were trained to actually register people in this scheme, it would work. After all, they know everybody. They know the indigent. So even as we do the mean testing, they can actually add up to bring out the whole thing to work properly. And I think that's the direction we need to take with this thing. Otherwise, once the Kenyan person is complaining, we are not safe even if we give whatever number of statistics. So for me, we need to own up this model, go and explain it, and use every other people within the circles to see how the model can work. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Karoli Mondi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity, and thanks, Honorable Lilian Gogo, for bringing this matter to the floor of the House. I agree with the other speakers that the transition has been very bad in this particular matter. I mean, there are already patients with chronic illnesses who are already being served under NHIF. And I wonder why they just never made the full smooth transition into SHA. Because they were already covered, they were already paying their premium, they were already receiving the services. But today they are being asked to register again. And I think this is where the biggest problem is. So we would like to hear